Hello class, today I'll be discussing the differences between military and non-military personnel and how they can view their own standpoints of how problem-solving skills can occur when they're handling stress and stressful environments. To begin with, the military are people that have gone through years and years of training to go through and see these problems and see what they can do to solve them. Many of them spend years of training just to get into the objects they want to do. For instance, SEALs. We'll talk about SEALs because they're the most common right now and from their fields of what they can and can't do. SEALs spend 1 week of training before they even considered SEALs. It's called BUDS, or also Hell Week. Hell Week consists of a Sunday class all the way to Saturday. They get a total of 5 hours of sleep throughout the entire ordeal. They start at 5 a.m. and from there they go until the next week. Once they go through the next week, they're not even considered SEALs yet. They still have to go through 6 more months of training and then they go into graduation. But that entire time they are put through such stressful situations, they learn how to cope with things such as life and death situations that they will occur in the field. Many of these men after that go into their MOS, which is a job that they have to face in the military. For instance, one can go into the medical field, while the other can go into communication school or technician school, even command school. The difference is that each person's going to have a different perspective how they can solve a problem. A commander is going to see a problem as a whole and see how he can fix it to help everyone, not just one single person. While, for instance, a medical personnel will see it as how do I get from 1A to 1B to 1C to all the way to 3A. They see it as a chronological order, while the mechanic sees it as just one single problem, and that's all he has to see and fix from there. Things that can happen after war is that they tend to have none of a purpose after that. From there, they will go on and forth of what they can and can't fix, and after that, it's more so of not having anything to do. They also tend to get PTSD and things along the lines of that, and that can occur after war, but many of them do not. For instance, many people in the civilian aspect do not have that training. They don't see it as what problem skills do I have to solve a problem. They see it as one big jumble of things that happen, and from there they don't know what to solve, which leads to stress, depression, and anxiety. All these men and women that serve in the military tend to not have that. They see it more so as what can I do to solve a problem, how can I fix it. After speaking to multiple military members out of my family and out of a school that my mom teaches at, I saw it as a fact that they use it as a guiding rod for them, how they can be upfront with their problems. They don't tend to hide. They see it as, this is the problem, this is the solution, how can I do it in an effective manner or way. Civilians tend to not see it as that. They always see it as a big jumble of things. They tend to get anxiety and depression over these small tasks. For instance, they see, oh, do I have to get milk before or after work? Will I have time? While a person in the military will see it as something, I need to do this, this, and this, and then I can do this. What they can learn from this is that there are ways they can help each other. For instance, if they were to spend some time with someone from the military or even take a class or two of communication and how they can solve their problems, they would be able to solve any problem that arise because of the matter of the fact that from there they see it as a problem-solving skills. Once they have these skills down and become second nature, they see it as the commander or the medical or the technician. They see it as something they have to do and what they can and cannot do. For instance, if a teacher sees a problem with a student, she's not going to freak out. She's going to see it as, okay, how can I approach the student of what his strengths are and what they can and can't do. From there, she will go on and then help the student succeed in that aspect or career of what they're trying to do. A lot of these men and women from the military tend to go on to speak to companies because a lot of people don't have these communication skills to go on and go forth of how to solve problems in the field of thinking on their feet, very fast-paced in what they can and can't do. So this helps them a great deal because of the fact that they are able to show their skill set that they spent years and years honing from practice and training to go and help others. Civilians can't help the military as well on the fact of that they aren't as much of a thought process as the military members are when they can see it as, this is what I see it as, and how they can, I guess, de-access what it is to meaning of what they can and can't do, of how this put the playing field simple and easy for them of what they can and can't do. And the matter of the fact is that these men and women help each other constantly every day, and I've seen it personally in my life as well when talking to military members and volunteering. From that point on, you can see it as simple training, simple yes-no commands of how to see something as a problem and how they can see of point A to point B of what they can do instead of thinking all the whole alphabet, for instance. It's just a big mess, but when they hone in on one thing they can do to begin with, for instance, if you are in school and you can't do a lot of things, these men and women tend to go through that schooling just to make sure they can do that job from that standpoint, and from there you are able to succeed in life from these other aspects. But this is what I've learned while doing research from my 4 topics and what I've read from books and from articles about how men and women from the military compare and contrast from their day-to-day lives of how they've solved problems in the workforce and the military compared to the civilian aspect, and what we can learn from them. And thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.